Hi, thank you for tuning in to Global Elite Media. Our talk show, Patricia, Let's Talk. Please press subscribe, share, and like. Share this video with someone who you feel might need it. Now, on our channel here, we're going to be promoting a lot of different things. The first thing, we're going to be promoting the truth about religious and the truth about manifesting. Manifesting, you should be able to manifest anything you want in your life. And you should do it easily or effortlessly. What I have found is that the majority of people have financial trouble. And so I'm going to give you different techniques to increase your finances as we go along. And I'm teaching you these different techniques so that you could start it right now. So this first one is going to be how to increase your income to $10,000 a month. Now, this would be if you already have a job and you're making less than $5,000 a month and you want to get up to $10,000 a month. This video would be for that. How you would do this is that you can't tell your subconscious, like for instance, you can't be making $500 and then you want a month and then you want your subconscious mind to raise you up to $1 million a month. It can happen, but it's going to take an awfully long time to happen. So the money techniques that I give you are techniques that should work within 90 days. A lot of my clients say they start working within a couple of days, and some of them say within 2 weeks, and then it all the way up to 90 days. By the time the 90 days come, your request should be granted. So we're going to do $10,000 a month. So what you're going to do is you're going to do this affirmation. You'll do this affirmation all through the day. We're going to do the day first. So during the day, you'll say, I will earn $10,000 a month. I will earn $10,000 a month. And you just do that all day. Now, you don't have to say it out verbally. When you can say it verbally, say it verbally. But when you can't, just think it in your mind. You will earn $10,000 a month. Now, at nighttime, before you go to bed, you'll say, I will, as you go, you'll say it like a lullaby as you go off to sleep. I will earn $10,000 a month and go on to sleep. So basically, you're going to say this all during the day, and then at nighttime, say it like I will earn $10,000 a month. I will earn until you fall off to sleep. The reason for doing it this way, this guarantees that you're going to get this within 90 days. So now if you just do it in the daytime, say it in the day, and you're not saying it at night, I can't guarantee you that the outcome is going to be what I'm promising you. You have to follow the instructions as I give them. Now, if you miss a couple of nights saying them, the first 2 weeks, you can't miss a night. You need to do it for 14 days straight without missing. If you miss a night, just start over and count that as day one and continue to do it. When you've gotten through the nighttime saying it for 14 days straight without missing a night, then if you miss a night, it's okay. Like, you're not going to miss 2 or 3 nights. So, but if you miss one night, it's okay. But for the first 14 days, you can't miss any night. If you want this to happen quickly. If something happened and you do miss a night and you don't start out over counting, day one again, then, again, I can't guarantee the results are going to be as I tell you that they're going to be. But if you do what I follow the instructions, the outcome will definitely be the way I'm giving them, the way I'm telling you, okay? And then you could start, the money will start coming in. I don't know when it'll start. It'll maybe start a couple of days later. It might start 2 weeks later. I'm not sure. Everybody is different, but the money will definitely start coming in. And then by the time you reach the 90 days, you should be at $10,000 a month. So I can give you an example of myself. When I first did this, I was earning, I think, about something like $2,800 a month. So after I did the exercise, the first 30 days, I was at $7,000 a month. And then by the 90th day, I was making $10,000 a month. So I used to do a iPod show on Blog Talk. And this guy, he wanted two jobs making a certain amount of money. I don't know if his was 10,000, but making a certain amount within the 90 days. It took him, it was on the 70th something day, he got his first job. And then a week later, he got his second job. And then he was making the amount of money that he had programmed to make. But everything was done within the 90 days, okay? This is a very, obviously you never did the exercise before. I think it's very easy because I've did it, many times. You can increase the amount if you want to earn 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. You can increase the amount as you go on. Like what, for instance, once you have reached $10,000 a month, then if you wanted to increase it to $15,000 a month, you would start all over again and just follow the instructions again. But instead of putting 10,000 in, you would put 15,000 in. And you would just, every time you increase it, you could do that, okay? But wait till you reach the first goal before you're running off to the second one. In other words, we're doing 10,000 first. So wait till you reach that 10,000 goal. And when you reach that, then if you want to increase it to 15,000, 20,000, do that. I don't know, again, because I'm where your consciousness level is on the prosperity scale. So when you do this, if you want to keep increasing it, you can increase it in 5,000 slots. I think that would be good. So what I mean is that when you get the $10,000 and you want to increase it by 5,000 and then do 15,000. When you get to 15,000, if you want to increase it by another 5,000 and get to 20,000, like that. Do it in 5,000 slots, because I think that way it doesn't matter where your poverty level is, you still should be able to get that money in. Because sometimes when you put a request before your subconscious mind, and the request is just like outrageous. Like, for instance, you might say, I will earn $1 million by this Friday, okay? That's not going to happen, and your poverty level is like you have a lot of poverty in your consciousness. You know what I mean? That's just not going to happen by Friday. And so what will happen is your subconscious mind won't even move on the request. It won't do anything. But if you have a reasonable request, as soon as you say that request, your subconscious mind immediately goes to work to fill that request. Okay? So it has to be something that's realistic to the subconscious mind. This absolutely works. And if it doesn't work for you, then it's something that you're not following their instructions correctly. So if you need to, go back and listen to the instructions and then do them. I think it's very simple. But I had an aunt-in-law that told me she didn't know what I meant by saying it as a lullaby at night. And so I don't know I even explained to her, like, a lullaby is like, a song, but you don't have to put it in a song tone. I just repeating it. I will earn $10,000 a month. I will earn $10,000 a month as you go off to sleep. I don't really see what's so difficult about that. But she was saying she didn't understand how to say it in a lullaby as she went on off to sleep, and therefore she never received it, and then she just stopped doing the daytime, and then she never did receive it. So again, I don't know why she didn't understand that because to me it was very plain and clear. So if you have any questions, if you don't understand something, just tell me in the comments and I'll try to get right back with you and answer them right away. So again, this is an affirmation to increase your income by $10,000. Now, if you wanted money to come to you, like extra money to come to you away, not your job, there's other techniques for that. This one is strictly for your income, to increase it to $10,000 a month. Okay, let me tell you this. If you're already at 10,000, or let's say you're at 7,000, let's say you're making right now 7,500 a month. You might not want to do 10. You might want to go back to the $5,000 rule and add 5,000 to that. So if you're making 7,000 already now, then you would jump up to 5,000. You would jump up to 12,000 because that would be an increase by 5,000. If you're already making 15,000, then you would do 20,000. But I don't think people, on this YouTube station is making that type of money every month. But you may be. But if you are, then you understand how I just explained to do it. If you're not, then you go by the original directions that I gave you. And we're doing $10,000 a month. Thank you so much for tuning in to my show, Patricia Let's Talk. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. Have a good week. And Merry Christmas.